humility. What do you say, Vernon? The greatest. Well, they blend. Like the metals we mix to make a good sword.
No poetry, just a straight answer. Which is it?
All right, then. Truth. That's it. Yes, it must be truth. Above all. When a man lies, he murders some part of the world. You should know that.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto this life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I'll make this a quick show. Lord willing, a couple of scriptures came in mind. From a beautiful scene in a movie called Excalibur, which speaks volume in the sense of what the premise of everything is right now. Now, although this is a fictional movie, this little scene right here has power behind it. And at the end of the day, it's all about the truth. All right? It's all about the truth. Okay? They will say there's many different factors of truth. Truth is truth, no matter what. We in this Western society where the Lord said, "Let your yeas be yeas and your nays be nays," but we've been trained to think in between the gray areas. Well, there's no gray areas when it comes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The truth is the truth. All right. The truth is the truth, and those that follow the truth will understand the truth because they come from the truth. Okay? And that truth is only given to the 144,000 and the elect that it registers with. And you heard what he said. He said, when a man lies, matter of fact, let me get that scripture. I had a whole bunch of them, which was kind of ill. Well, let me start with this one. It says Zechariah 8 and 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute judgment of truth and peace in your gates. So you're supposed to speak truth to your neighbor. And what is the truth that we speak of? We speak of the prophecy. I don't know. Oh, yeah. We speak of the prophecies. The prophecies that the Lord foretold to come. And the last very great prophecy that needs to take place is this MOTB, Revelations 13 and 16. If you're not speaking that, you're not speaking truth. In other words, you are killing people. There's a precept that I saw. I believe it's Micah 6 and 12. It said, "For the rich man thereof are full of violence. The inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and tongue is deceitful in their mouth." So lies equal death. Truth equals life. So how we tell people, we speak to them the way it needs to be spoken. And the volume of truth. Oh, there's another one. Matthews 5 and 9. Perfect. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. And how do you bring that peace? By telling the truth, the prophecies. Okay, a lot of these camps, it's all about the numbers. And the reason why we always going to talk about it, because we're obsessed with the truth. Literally, we're obsessed with the truth. I can't front. I always, through the Spirit, I always say, truth is power. Lies are a weakness. You could tell a man if he's weak by his lies. A lying tongue. Matter of fact, there's one in Proverbs. Not this one, but this is good though. It says, the lip of the truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. All right, this momentary thing. When we speak of, we speaking of forever. We speaking of the kingdom of heaven. We speaking of the king that's going to return, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai means he is the deliverer. So there's truth to that. He's coming to deliver. The Most High's name. Now, to keep you in the spirit of the Lord, think of the name of the Lord and the meaning of that name. All right? Meaning Yahweh, he exists. He is everything. He's what he means by everything. Everything is within him. This is why he told Israel what temple or what building. Scripture says, "What building shall you build unto me? I fill the heavens I fill the heavens and the earth." Because he exists. He's everything. He said that the eyes of the Lord is about 10,000 times brighter than the sun. There's not a shadow that can be cast without the Lord not knowing it. So when you analyze that in itself, that tells you who you're dealing with. It tells you that's the Lord. Let me see what. There's another one I see. No, that's not that one. Yeah, this one is good too. It says, "Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and show mercy and compassion to every man to his brother." All right, and people get offended by the rebukes that brothers in GMS be going at them. It's nothing personal. It's we just speaking the truth. The scripture says, and this is scripture I'm coming to mind. Let's see, you say choice. What the hell I'm spelling? I spelled it wrong. Slack it. Well, lo and behold. Let's see, There it is. Proverbs 10 and 20. To the tongue of the just is as choice silver. Now, I'm gonna break this down to the simple form. Silver is known as what? As a cleansing agent. Silver builds up your immune system. It kills off viruses and germs and so forth. So the tongue of the just, which just is what? The righteous. So that's basic stuff. Righteous. Otazadakya. Otazadakwa. Just, lawful, righteous. Just, righteous in government. Just right in one's cause. Just, righteous in conduct. In character. So it's not about just calling yourself righteous. It's about your conduct. Conduct is what? The way you live, your character. How do you present yourself as? So that's the attributes of a righteous man in the sight of the Lord. Righteous as justified, as vindicated by the Most High. Right? Correct, lawful. So it says the tongue of the just, the tongue of the righteous is as choice silver. All right? So good silver. And once again, the silver cleanse a person. Silver is good it's good to ingest. It's good to you could, when you eat something, that's why they call silverware. All right, because it was made out of silver, actual silver. And when the little particles of silver goes into your bloodstream, it cleanses your blood. So when we speak the truth, we're also cleansing. We're cleaning up the what's that word I'm looking for? we're helping cleansing brothers, all right, through the Spirit of the Lord, okay, by what? Healing them. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Matthew's 10:5. Yep. It says, "But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, and cast out devils. Freely you shall receive, freely give." So the Lord gave power to his disciples to do these attributes by what? The key thing was to preach. Let's look up the word preach in the Greek. It says to be a herald, to officiate as a herald, to proclaim after the manner of a herald, always with the suggestion of formality, gravity, and authority which must be listened to and obeyed. To publish, proclaim openly something which has been done. So the job of a prophet is what? To be a herald, to be a messenger. And here it is. It says the strong definition of an uncertain infirmity, to herald as a public crier, especially divine truth. The gospel, preach, proclaim, publish. So you have to be out in the highways and byways speaking truth to the people. And it says, going back to Proverbs 10:20, the tongue of the just is as choice silver, the heart of the wicked is little worth. So when you lie, the lies are worthless. The lips of the righteous feed many. This is why we gotta constantly feed the flock, because it's feeding many. You go to a GMS, any GMS camp, all right, you'll learn botany, which goes into plants. You learn about health. You learn about prophecy, which prophecy is the bread and butter. Prophecy is it is. All right, that's what feeds the many. All right, it's by being prophetic. This is what makes us peacekeepers. All right, when the Lord came, he shed his blood. He was the ultimate peacekeeper. That's why they call him the Prince of Peace. All right, he was the highest because he's the one that brought peace between Israel and the Most High. So being like him, we also follow the baton, so to speak. But fools die for the want of wisdom. All right, and a lot of people are going to die for the want of wisdom because they don't have what this scripture says. Because the times to come. Isaiah 33:6, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." When you look up the word stability in the Hebrew, that's amawan, which just flat out means faith. All right. So wisdom and knowledge shall be the faith of our time. Why? Because it was spoken. It was spoken. We took heed. We took heed from our apostles and the elders. We took it and we followed that tradition. And then one of the main tradition of this is telling the masses about the MOTB. What is it? It's the RFID microchip. That's what it is. All right. Like the man said, many people die for not telling the truth. What's the other scripture I had in mind? Something that was good. Oh yeah. Straight to the point. The one that I remember exactly. Is it 4? So that was just. I could be wrong. It could be the wrong chapter. Maybe First Ezra. But let me make sure. Yeah, it's the first set. It says, and this is see, that's a spirit too. I does not remember this. This particular conversation was between wise men. I believe who was the king? It's one of the king of Assyria. No, sorry, not king of Assyria. One of the Persian kings. Well, let me see if I can find it. Okay, it was Darius. Yeah, it was Darius. This conversation. I'm going straight to the point. Because it was going back and forth. What's more stronger? What's better? And a lot of people say women have strength, which that was, a long tidbit. Women, they do this, they do that. Everybody falls for that. One guy said wine, but the main guy, which was Esdras, with this conversation, verse 37, it says, wine is wicked. The king is wicked, right? Wine can be used as a detriment. Yeah, it brings you joy for the moment, but that's not the end all to be all. Yeah, being a king is great, but that's not even the end all to be all. And women, it says, wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women is wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all they that all saw their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth as is always strong, and liveth and conquereth forever more. So nothing is more stronger than the truth. Alright? With her there is no accepting of persons. Did I skip something? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, I'm right. With her there's no accepting of persons or rewards. So when you see now all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but more holes in IUIC popping up. Now you can't hate Esau because there's no truth in them. All right? If there was truth in them, they will understand that Esau is needed to be hated. He was created to be hated. Okay? And it says, but she that doeth all things that are just, and refraineth from all the unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteous, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth. And with that he held his peace, and all people then shouted and said, great is truth, mighty above all. So we going out in the highways and byways and telling you the nasty things that you do not want to hear, the things that just irritate you, that claws into your backside. All right, because we was ordained to tell you the whole truth. And this is what is a cure-all for the people and the people of Israel. Because this is what we needed. Anything else but that is nothing. This is why the Lord is dealing with his men. Revelation 14. It says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. So the name of the Lord is the key to opening of this great treasure chest of truth and understanding. All right, 100%. 100%. Okay? And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of the harpers harping with their harps. And they sung it as it was a new song before the throne, which is a song talking about this truth. All right, the gospel, the good news. and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. So nobody's going to understand these sayings except for who? The 144,000. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel. If this 100% truth is so vast and it was given to everybody, why is it when Peter, Andrew, John, and James, I believe, I think there was a second, when the Lord just passing by and said, I'll make you, no, he told Andrew and Peter, fishers of men, they just dropped everything at that moment and just followed him. And they confessed down the line when the Lord asks Peter, let me see, go to that one real quick. Matthew, we was talking about that, I can't. Spirit, is it 14 or 15? It says, Matthew 16 and 13. When Yahushua came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, Who do men say that I am? Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, Some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. And he saith unto them, But whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the anointed, or Mashiach, the son of Yahweh. Yahushua answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, son Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So no lie is going to be able to come against this truth. All right. So Peter is the head of the church, which is King David. So what did the Lord said? That the Spirit of the Lord revealed it unto him. So the Spirit is going to reveal the truth unto the men of the Lord. All right. That's a gift from the heavens. So if you're not speaking 100% truth, if you're not telling about the MOTB, what it is, then the Spirit of the Lord is not in you. You're not a choice vessel. All right? You're not a choice vessel. Let me get this last one. And it says Ezekiel. No, I wanted to do it in the LLT. Ezekiel 33 and 1. Once again, a message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, give your people this message when I bring an army against a country. The people of the land choose one of their own to be a watchman. When the watchman sees the enemy come, he sounds the alarm to warn the people. If those who hear the alarm refuse to take action, it is in their own fault if they die. And they heard the alarm but ignored it. So their responsibilities is theirs. If they had listened to the warning, they could have saved their lives. So our job is to be watchmen and tell the people the truth, the upcoming danger. And what the upcoming danger, Jacob's trouble, the MOTB. Point blank, period. All right, it's all about the truth. This is how you show love towards your brother. All right, it's not about I love you, I love you. Tell them the truth. You give them the warning. If they go off, you give them warning. You tell them. All right, that's the true attribute. The true attribute of love. All right. So with that being said, I want your brothers edify. Shalom to the elect of the nations. Shalom.